Hi, and welcome to the podcast. In this episode, I want to talk about why January is the worst month to start setting goals. Several years ago, I had an important insight. January is not the best month to start work on New Year's resolutions. It was November 2012 when I decided to try a different approach to New Year's resolutions. The thing that was missing from my life at that time was a consistent exercise regime. Like all of us at one time or another, each year I would fall victim to the New Year's resolution trap. In the week leading up to New Year's, I developed my goals for the following year, and among them were usually some pretty aggressive fitness goals. However, I found that when January 1st came, when I was supposed to begin work on the goal, I didn't have any momentum or motivation to even start the goal, let alone be successful. Because, like everyone, I had just spent the last month or so indisposed to holiday feasting. The toughest part of any journey is getting started. And when the journey is challenging, getting started is that much harder. Something had to change. I decided to start my New Year's resolution goals 2 years early in November. Instead of joining a gym, as many often do at the turn of a new year, I decided I would work out at home using videos as my guide. I did this to avoid the overwhelm, intimidation, and cost of a gym, and so that my fitness program wouldn't be a game of trial and error. Wouldn't you know that that simple shift of 2 months made all the difference? Because my workouts were predetermined and fairly doable, I was able to develop a habit of consistency. So now I had motivation. And because I had motivation, I made great progress. So now I had momentum. I went into the holidays that year from a position of strength, literal strength, as opposed to trying to attempt the same fitness goal like I did year after year from a position of weakness after the holidays. So I was able to resist that second helping of sweet potato pie and even felt motivated to have a little more salad on my plate that year. That decision made a huge impact on my physical health. Several years later, I am absolutely passionate about health, fitness, and great food. My health numbers have never been better. In fact, they're spectacular for someone of my age. And I'm in as good of shape as I was when I was 20 years old, maybe even better. In fact, my own doctor now asks my advice on what I'm doing for my workouts. So I've stopped working on my New Year's resolutions in January because for me, that approach has rarely, if ever, been successful. Now I start on all my goals well before the holidays so that I can get over that initial inertia of getting started, making great initial progress, and developing a ton of momentum, thereby fueling my motivation and habits to accomplish my goals and enjoy the holidays in the process. So for me, it seems New Year's is coming a little early this year. I would like to leave you with a challenge. Ask yourself if the typical early January start date has worked for you in the past for your goals. If it has, great. Keep doing what you're doing. But if you're like me, and if it hasn't, perhaps this is a good time to consider a new habit before the holidays begin. Happy New Year! If you enjoyed this podcast episode, please subscribe or leave a rating. You can also join the conversation by leaving a comment on my website or in social media. To stay connected, I would encourage you to sign up for my free updates at my website at markabotros.com. That's markabotros.com. And you'll never miss a post or a podcast episode. If you think someone else would benefit, feel free to share this with them in social media. I look forward to hearing from you soon. Take care.